Welcome back to Buckets WNBA edition. I'm your host, Joe Dellera, and I'm joined by Dano Mataya to look for some value in these Thursday WNBA games as we head into the break for the FIBA World Cup. Before we get started, don't forget to download the free award-winning Action Network app. And if you want to take it a step further, sign up for Action Pro. Our listeners can get $20 off their first year of Action Pro by using promo code POD20 at actionnetwork.com/pro. That's code POD20 at actionnetwork.com/pro. for $20 off a year of Action Pro. Dano, how you doing? Because I'm about to drop a bet before we even kind of get into the W slate that I know you want, but like you're held out. Like you're in a tough spot there.
Yeah, I'm not getting a new MGM account before November. No shot, brother. But I'm doing well. Close on a house in San Antonio next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Looking forward to it. Go WNBA. I might have some stuff behind me next time you see me. Who knows? Could still be recording for my in-laws if things don't go well.
I hope your in-laws really like you.
Oh, the house is ridiculous. So I mean, it's a dream, but they do love me. I buy some meals every now and then.
Well, sometimes you got to pitch in a little bit. What's your go-to meal that you buy?
Ooh, they have two local chains that they love to order from, and so anytime they want to, no, not nation chains, local. It's a spot called Order Up in the Alamo Heights neighborhood. It's fantastic.
Guys, Order Up. If you want to sponsor the pod, let us know.
Yeah, Order Up. They shortchanged us a cookie, and like my mother-in-law was like, "You didn't check the bag," and I'm like, "You got to be kidding me."
Oh, you got there. That's rough.
Got.
That's rough.
Yeah,
so
not pretty.
But so the bet that I wanted to give out, and I know you like it, is for the FIBA World Cup. I like Belgium to win Group C. Kind of got a little torched. I logged it in the Action Network app that you want to have, and so you can have and hold close to your heart. So that way you can get these plays like right when we're dropping them. But I think that they're in a great spot to win the group. I think that when you look at the tiers in the FIBA World Cup, I think there's Team USA, then there's a tier drop to France, then I think there's another tier drop to Belgium. Australia is being priced pretty well there, but Sammy Whitcomb, it was just determined, I think like today, in the last 24 hours, that she's not going to play for Team Australia. She's the captain. She's their clear veteran point guard. Got a lot of young talent, but I think that that's important especially at that type of stage in the international waters. So I think it's a great price. We kind of might be a little bit nuked right now, but I think that that's definitely something you can come back and play on the money line in that head-to-head game as well.
Yeah, I think Belgium is easily the third best team behind France and USA. I think it's a fantastic wager. Australia really doesn't scare me at all.
No.
People forget. I mean, it's like every international season, especially when Emma isn't playing in the U.S., they forget who Emma Miesemann is.
So good.
Good. I mean, she was up there in the tier with, I can't believe she was on the Libs for a little bit.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's so weird to think that.
It just loaded team over there. But speaking of like loaded teams or loaded situations, right now, actually, the playoff field is set, or the playoff teams are set right now in the W. All the teams are in the top 8 seeds. You have the Lynx, Valks, Aces, Dream, Fever, Liberty, Mystics, and Wings. And then the Fire, Sky, Sparks, and Mercury are eliminated from all of the important things because right now there's only 3 teams in the Juju Watkins sweepstakes for the number 1 pick. And that's the Toronto Tempo, the Connecticut Sun, and the Seattle Storm. Storm are kind of in the driver's seat here, 7-31 this season. They stink. Tempo basically said, we're going to not play Mabry. I'd be shocked if Mabry plays the rest of the season. What do you think about the sweepstakes for Juju? Is there a way to bet it? And then, like the Mercury cut or let DeWanna Bonner go, and she's now signed with the Dream. So I want to touch on kind of both of those things that, like, what do you think is actionable, or what do you think is important here?
I don't know where you could bet it. Maybe it's prediction markets or something, but the Storm are not in the driver's seat for, everyone but the expansion teams. They take the 2-year record. So the Sun are definitely still the team with the worst 2-year record.
Oh, that's fair. You're right.
Yeah. So as somebody who was born and raised in Houston with the Comets, I'm hoping that they're going to land Juju. I think it's
She's
what that.
awesome.
I mean, the franchise needs to get people excited. That'll make them instantly successful. She'll be putting up, TV ratings that are very comparable to Caitlin's, especially if they go on a run here at USC in this last year.
Yeah.
Unless she ends up coming back a year, which is entirely possible.
Well, I feel like the chatter's kind of died down a little bit because she had that injury. But she's unbelievable. Like, she is on that tier of prospect.
Yeah, just a ridiculous score, incredible score at all three levels. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tempo winning the other night really blew against the Fire blew my mind. I guess they were in Vancouver. It's kind of a cool city thing, but they're allowed to use like their 1 year record. I don't know
why they didn't just
why you'd want to win when you can have a chance at a generational player. So so yeah, it's hard to say if the active tank is happening. Connecticut beat the Sky the other day.
I know.
And then, a couple hours before this podcast, I got absolutely shit on by the Valks. Granted, it was a day after, or it was second of a back-to-back, but I don't know. I mean, if it came down to betting it, it's like if you can get decent odds on, two of those teams, barring any crazy things happening with the lottery, I'm of the camp where you like Paige Beckers should have been at LA Spark. They should have rigged the shit out of that draft lottery, boosted the shit out of that market, and then the whole world is different. But I get it. Sorry, Dallas fans. I'm just saying, like, if you want the success of the league to grow, you want your players in really big markets. The Comets are going to be a brand new team, or again, Juju would be huge. So I don't know who the next commissioner will be, assuming Kathy's out. But yeah, I mean, you've heard my thoughts.
I love it. I'm excited to see how it goes. And it is definitely like going to be a little bit weird. And we're going to dive into the slate now and talk about it. But with the break with FIBA and then naturally having a lot of these teams eliminated at this point, I think it's going to be interesting to see if any of these teams just wind players down, just go like, look, you're done for the year. Like, we're not going to play you in the week and a half or 2 weeks after that you come back for. It's just not worth it. All we can do is risk injury. So I think that that's something notable. But one team that has been absolutely diabolical with their reporting and with their rotations is the Golden State Valkyries. And they're playing the New York Liberty. Libs are actually up to -3.5, I think, right now. Totals 162.5. The Golden State has already said that Gabby Williams, Janelle Salon, Cecilia Zandalicini are all going to depart for FIBA after Thursday's game. I have a little bit of a bone to pick about the fact that the WNBA is already taking time off. Like, they're stopping on August 31st and players are leaving earlier than that. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's one thing if you're out of it, whatever, but I'm like, you're already getting time off. Like, why do you have to leave any earlier? But either way, they're here. They're going to play the Liberty. But they've been diabolical with their stuff. I saw a lot of people on Tiffany Hayes today play 3 minutes. Not hurt, nothing. 3 minutes, no reporting about it. I just cannot bet on this team. I'm not betting on them. They've talked about this as being a thing that they were doing heading into the World Cup. They were going to rest players. They were going to give players time off. How do you bet them? Or is it just, do you bet against them?
Well, I'm on the Libs just because I think it's a litmus test game. Yeah, you beat the Fever.
Test. Yeah.
But like, can you beat somebody in the top two that's been consistent? You have Fevich back, who looked healthy as shit, played 36 minutes in her first game back. No rest at all. So, and I think there's, for a team that depends on some foreign players like the Valkyries, you got to have it in your mind, like, man, I'm ready for this little vacation. Like, I'm ready to go see my fellow, compatriots and go hang out in Berlin for a little bit and go hoop.
Yeah.
That's got to be on their mind. I think it's tough to play this game on the second night of a back-to-back. So, if Natalie and the Valks somehow cover or win outright, credit to them. I just think this line should move a little bit based on the circumstances.
Yeah, I think so too. So I'm with you on this. But to me, I want to go bet on the one player that's kind of on the libs that's really not going to be participating in FIBA too.
Oh, yeah.
Jonquel Jones, over 13.5 points. She's been good on this matchup, 16 and 21 points against them. Different players in and out, but in the last game that they played, Satu didn't play, but she still put up 21. In the first game, no Sab, no Fibich. She still scored 16 points in that one. I just think of all the players that maybe, get a little bit of extra run here or are okay with maybe a little bit of extra run. Jonquel Jones maybe the one that's like, hey, like, give me the ball. Like I'm down right now. I'm gonna get a couple weeks off. Like give me the ball, because basically everybody else is playing. Sab obviously isn't, but Stewie is, Fibich is, I think Astier is, Maureen Johannes is playing. So there's a lot of Liberty players that are playing in FIBA. So I like Jonquel Jones here, and the Valks, as good as they are, they have kind of struggled against bigs, particularly fives. So I think this is a good spot for Jonquel Jones.
Yeah. It's not like, you have Kia Stokes down there. Jonquel will probably get her in some foul trouble, and they're pretty thin after that. So, yeah, I definitely support that.
Especially if they're going to do like the shenanigans with the minutes. So it's like, it's even harder to kind of put your proper defenses out there against her. So I like that. Now let's turn to the other game on the slate. We've got the Mystics also now -3.5. I know you got a better number against the Phoenix Mercury, total 167.5. I kind of already teased what you're doing, but let me know.
Yeah. I try to watch the Mercury with somewhat of an objective view, but I feel for Nate Tibbetts. Like, I think AT just puts a huge ceiling on this team. The Mystics had just clinched, had all the reason in the world to be flat, and they come out and dominated the whole game, and then got to rest people in the fourth. Mystics have, a real shot at improving their seeding the rest of the way. They have a few players going to play for the World Cup. I think Georgia and somebody on the bench, but for the most part, everybody else is sticking around. Sonia, Lainey Hamilton, Shakira Austin. They're just a better team, and it squares hell to be doing this. But if the number was bigger, I'd think about back in Phoenix, and I might take Phoenix live, try to middle. But I don't even know if Kelsey plays. They tried her out there. She was like 1 for 9. She was
she did score 10 points, but
1 for 6 in the first half. I stopped watching in the third. It was horrible hoop. She's on a minutes restriction. I don't know if she's actually playing or not. Like, questionable going into this game. She's supposed to be playing for Team USA. It's ugly basketball. If they hit threes, they get hot. Sure, they can, win a game. They shouldn't, and they're at home. But I think the Mystics are just too damn good, man. You had a great game for Natasha Mack yesterday. It didn't matter. I think Shakira is on another level. It's good.
It's also a baseball set. Like, these two teams just played yesterday. So, you never know. Like, I feel like these games are always a little bit odd. We've talked about it before about like trying to zig and zag, but the motivations here are awful. I bet Ka 2 dimes and Plum 10 points, which like eked by because Plum got hot late. But I was on that primarily because I was like, yeah, there's probably gonna be a minutes limit, but with Plum, Ka's averaging 3 assists per game. She's been actually like really good in these spots, averaging 5.8 potentials, which is up from her 3.7 on the season. They just run a lot of action, and that's actually with 2 games against the Mystics. So it's kind of crazy that Plum has been on the Mercury at this juncture. And we talked about this as a spot where maybe the Mercury could make a run because they had all these games against the Mystics, and they've just gotten absolutely annihilated in these games.
Yeah, shit on.
Just totally, absolutely worked. So obviously Plum's gotten hurt, whatever. But that is definitely an angle, I think. But now it's like 2 dimes is minus 200. So it's just like, it's already kind of priced in there. I don't love it anymore. But the spot that I am going to look at is Sonia Citron over 16.5 points. Same line as last game. She scored 19 points, 5 for 10 from the field, 6 for 7 from the free throw line, 3 for 6 from 3. 29 minutes and a 10-point win. I think that it's a great opportunity here. I think that this is a matchup where they don't defend these like lead guards very well. They're able to kind of get to the rack, and they're able to really excel, whether it's from, beyond the arc, or if Citron is obviously able to get to the rim and generate some contact too, which I think is important. So I like her over 16.5 points. I was toying around with over 22.5 PA too, like if you prefer that as the pivot.
It's fair. I mean, I feel like she's super trustworthy lately, and I don't trust the Mercury guard anybody on this team.
That's the other thing too. Like if Plum's playing, their defense is just worse. Like there's just no way around it. So I did respect that Plum tried to do the off the butt pass.
Her first play at home.
First play, hilarious, just hilarious.
Yeah.
She did make up for it with a steal, I think, on the next possession, and then scored a bucket. But just so funny, so funny. There's a 4-game Friday slate. Connecticut at Indiana, Portland at Atlanta, Toronto at Vegas, and then Washington at LA. Again, you're looking at 4 teams, like 4 matchups where one team is probably trying to lose, and the other matchup where they probably don't even have to really try to win that hard. Is there anything that you maybe like think is standing out to you in any of these spots here, looking at this slate?
Indiana money line minus 1,600.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, if I had unlimited funds, no, maybe that's like a double result, like at the parlay piece. That if you want to sweeten something else, I don't know. Fire losing some pieces already early, so Dream will be, a good look. The Tempo just have a gauntlet of a schedule. Like just traveling wise, Vancouver down to Seattle.
I want to see what a money line parlay is for all those teams. Actually, I feel like that might be, maybe that's the move.
Yeah, it's playoff teams versus non-playoff teams. The chalkiest parlay of all time. Let me know.
It's minus 125.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need that, because I mean the Fever are minus 2,200 and the Aces are minus 1,500.
Yeah, it's like
Sticks on a back-to-back, 3rd and 4 games. So that's probably the sneaky game that I don't want a part of. Actually, I think that would be the game that I'm nervous about, but that's the game that has the best odds at minus 225. You take that out, you're looking at minus 406 for the other 3.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're getting anywhere there.
I think props are going to be very hard. I mean, I feel like it's like you just look at under opportunities, unless Fever are looking to have. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity for Caitlin or Kelsey, one of them, to get 50. Like if you wanted to go break a record.
Yeah, just totally go off.
Or they play, 22 minutes and chill.
Yeah, I think that's maybe more likely. Brink has been getting really good run for the Sparks. I've been loving her props. Love Brink. I think, her PRA has been like 15.5, 16.5. It's a tough matchup against the Mystics, but I still think it's probably going to be playable here in this matchup.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for the Thursday and Friday slate. For the Thursday slate, Dano is on the Liberty minus 2.5. I'm on Jonquel Jones over 13.5 points. And then Dano is on the Mystics minus 2.5, and I'm on Sonia over 16.5 points. That'll do it for us tonight here on Buckets WNBA. Don't forget to download the award-winning Action Network app and sign up for Action Pro at actionnetwork.com/pro. Give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you listen to the podcast. For Dano Mataya, I'm Joe Dellera. We'll see you next time. And until then, let's get buckets.